Hey, welcome back to I Choose Cancer YouTube channel. I'm Tracy Morgan, as you know. This will be part two of the series of my cancer journey. So last time, part one took us through just the first month. I'm hoping to get through the next 6 months tonight with you, and we'll go from there. One thing I did not mention at the end of last month was my other drug I went on. So we got the Firmagon shots going. At the end of that week, I switched from the Casodex I was originally on to Zytiga, and you take prednisone with that. Let me explain what goes on with these drugs that we're taking. So, Zytiga and Firmagon, their mission, both of them, is to take your testosterone away. Uh, take it right down to nothing, best it can. And you may think, well, I don't know, is that a big deal or what? Well, it takes a lot of things away. I mean, think of things, all the ads you see on TV about boosting testosterone. Well, I'm at the bottom end of that. So, uh, your drive, your stamina, uh, hot flashes you get because it's just like a female menopause. It's like a male menopause. So you don't have any of your hormones. So, oh yeah, get hot flashes. Guys, do not mess with your wives when they have hot flashes because they suck. Uh, that's just a word of warning. So at the end of May, I started into this. So, through June, I started getting all these side effects and things coming on with that. It's one of the things you just learn to live with. I still have hot flashes today, so not as bad, but I still have them. I also got a PET scan done in June, not through oncology, but through my neurologist that was involved with this because this was a back issue. So I had a full bone scan and then a full PET scan. And the PET scan didn't show anything different than the bone scan. So the only place that we have metastasized to is the bone. So I guess that's as good news as you can get out of that. So June, July, we just kind of went through our monthly doctor visits and stuff. Not a whole lot of things going on there. But I had found out back in, oh, I guess it was in May time, of this organization called Real Recovery. It's REEL and Recovery. So they're a fly fishing group, nonprofit, that takes men, I think above 18, to lets them go fly fishing for like 2.5 days free of cost. You have to pay to get there and get home, but you go there and you got your lodging, you got your food, you got all your equipment's given to you. If you don't know how to fly fish, they'll teach you to fly fish. They have guides for every one of you that take you out and help you fly fish. And I'd heard about this and thought, oh, that's kind of cool. And kind of the more I got into the cancer side, of having this, I'm thinking, well, maybe I should go on one of these. I really wanted to go volunteer at one, but the guy actually got a hold of one of the gals at the office, the organization's office, and they're like, you really need to go on one. So I get looking through, and these things are from East Coast to West Coast, from Texas to Minnesota. I think they're all over the country, like 40 some of them a year. And I see they have one in Montana coming in August. And I'm thinking, Montana, that's a pretty nice place to go. Plus, I have a friend up there that I hadn't really been in touch with for decades. It was my best man at my wedding. We just kind of didn't keep in touch, after high school and everything. And I thought, well, let's kill two birds with one stone here. I can go see my buddy Mike, spend a few days with him, and go fly fishing. So that's what we did. I applied for it. I got it. They take about 12 to 14 people on every trip. So I flew out to Helena, Montana ahead of time, which is where Mike lives, and spent 3 days with him and his family and just had a wonderful time. Really gracious host to me. We really caught up from years and years and years past, so that was great. So then I drive down to where we're going to go fishing. Well, this is 20 minutes north of Yellowstone Park, right on the Yellowstone River. Gorgeous. Elk all over the place and mountains, and oh, I couldn't believe it. So I went down there Tuesday afternoon. We checked in. So I got there, I don't know, 2 o'clock or something Tuesday. You check in, They had like there were 7 cabinets that each cabin held 2 guys, so there's all 7 cabins filled with 14 of us. And everybody shows up through the day, and you start, meeting everybody and chit chatting and stuff. And they have this in the lodge room. This is actually a hunting lodge. They have this great big long table that you can sit at for your meals and stuff. Everybody sits together and eats. And so we had supper there at night and stuff. And then we had our first session. So they do sessions with you to kind of help you maybe get through some of your stuff with cancer, and everybody kind of gets to know each other, where they're from, what their cancer is, what stage it is, are they cured, are they in remission, are they active, are they whatever, are they terminal? I mean, it could be anything that these guys come to, and any type of cancer. So we all got together, and you go over this area, and it's full of couches and chairs and stuff, and when you first look around, you go, oh, there's like a box of Kleenex like every place you look around here, and there's 14 of us and 14 guys and Kleenex boxes. That don't go together. Well, it does in this situation. So we had a couple things that night that we went through, and introductions, and what do you have for cancer, where are you at, and your treatments or whatever it is that you're going through. And we had these throughout the 3 days, 2.5 days we were there. I thought it was beneficial for me. It's really tough for some guys to get through just because of the emotions involved with it. But anyway, so we got to go fishing. So the next morning we get up, we have breakfast, we do another session. And so you kind of have cancer on your mind because you're talking about it. But then all of a sudden you go out and they get your fly fishing equipment for you. They have fly fishing vests for everybody. Not so much to use. It's kind of a ceremonial thing. So you look and there's a table full of vests. And front and back on these are all written in Sharpies, a guy's name, what year it was, and where he attended at. And so these vests get moved all around the country to all these different places. And there's guys, from years back and all these other places. And you sign, you put your own name and stuff on it. So it becomes part of the journey of these vests. So you get that, you get your fly fishing equipment, and then you join up with what they call your fishing buddy. So he's the one that's going to take you fishing. Yellowstone River, this trip is a little unusual because you drift in drift boats or rafts to fish instead of going out and standing in the water. So my guy was Dan Rick, just a wonderful guy. We get all the boats loaded up, we get down to the upstream, we go upstream and first access point, everybody puts in there, and we drift back to the lodge. There's an actually takeout point at the lodge. And we did that, and we did 3 drifts over 2.5 days, and everybody helps everybody else, and it's a big team, and everybody's supportive of the other guy. If he catches the little fish, it's great. If he catches the big fish, it's great. It's whatever. So had a fantastic time. First time I've actually fly fish for trout seriously. I've tried a couple of times, but we don't have trout by us. So great organization. So any male, no matter what your cancer is, type, or where you're at, if you're cured, you're in remission, you're whatever, just got it, just got diagnosed yesterday, don't matter. Apply for this. This year, fortunately, they're moving a lot, have to move a lot back because of COVID, like everything else. But go on, check them out. Highly recommend it. You don't have to know how to fish or fly fish or nothing. They'll teach you everything. So check it out. Very, very good organization. Somebody's looking to donate. It's another good organization to donate to. So, got to spend time with Mike, reacquainted, got to go fishing, come back home. Before I left, I had to check my oncologist. I had to get all the paperwork that, you can go and everything. You're not going to have any major issues while you're there. And we talked, and he goes, all right, when you get back, we're going to start getting ready for radiation on the prostate. And since stage 4, they don't remove the prostate when you're in that stage. So I still have it today. And he goes, we're going to radiate prostate. Okay, great. So we get back. That was in August. September, I start doing my preliminaries for radiation starting in October. So I got to go see my doctor, get a physical, get an EKG, And then we get to do a couple procedures beforehand. So the first one is I had to have markers. They actually put 2 markers in your prostate so they give you an aiming point for your radiation. And at the same time, they put in what they call a spacor. It's like a gel that forms like a space between your prostate and the rectum to give separation so you don't damage your rectum as much during radiation. So I go to get this done and go in, go in the exam room. Nurse does normal stuff. You gotta get stripped down, put in the gown. Yeah, and then I get the nurse anesthetist comes in and introduces me and goes over all things she has to do because she's gonna knock me out. Thank God. And we go over everything. The last thing she tells me before she leaves the exam room is, "We're going to be the best of buddies for the next 30 minutes." Oh, okay, this is good. So finally, they come get me, take me in the procedure room, and this probably wasn't as funny when it was happening as it is now. So I walk in the procedure room, and we got my nice little gown on, and I walk in, I see a stainless steel procedure table. I'm like, okay, no big deal. But there's stirrups on it. Now, if you're a woman, you're probably laughing, ha 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 ha. Well, I look at this, I look down and say, I'm not pregnant, I'm not delivering. I mean, what the hell am I doing in stirrups? Well, yes, you get put in stirrups. And slid all the way down the bottom of the table. Modesty's gone, pretty much at this point. The nurse does give me a little cover to give me a little modesty back. And over my back left shoulder, I got Molly back there, and she had me all set up with the IVs and stuff to put my stuff in and knock me out. And my urologist comes in, and he's all business. So he comes right over and he grabs the covers and flips them back, over towards my head. And, like, we don't need these annoying. I think before the covers hit my belly, I was out. It was like a light switch. I mean, there was no countdown. It was just boom, gone. And the next thing I know, I wake up and I got Molly over here patting my left hand. Wake up, Tracy, wake up, wake up. And you kind of come to, and it's like, where am I at? Like, oh, yeah, that's right, I had a procedure. And you come back out of this stuff, not as quite as fast as you go out, but you come out pretty quick. And I told her, I said, man, that felt like I just slept 3 days. I mean, like 20 minutes. It's like, wow, that's some awesome stuff. Could I get some of that to go home with me? Well, that didn't happen, but that was the best sleep I had since I had my back starting to feel bad. So that was getting that stuff done. That wasn't terribly bad. It wasn't a lot of pain or anything afterwards, but it was interesting. So after that, I have to have a CT scan taken, which shows the placement of these markers so they know where to mark you on the outside to line you up on the radiation machine and all this. So come in, you got to have a full bladder. If any of you guys been down this road, you know this: full bladder, full bladder, full bladder. My problem is I came in with an extra full bladder, and every time they come and got me, I was hurting. So finally, the radiation was one of the senior radiation therapists did my CT, and she comes and gets me and stuff, and she goes, "Oh, by the way, you gotta go talk to Dr. D first." I'm thinking, we ain't got time to talk to Dr. D. We need to get this over with so I can go to the bathroom. So go in, see him. He gives me the good news. Oh, well, the girls are going to give you a catheter. Okay. He said, this is just so we can get dye down the urethra so we can see the urethra defined in the CT. And thinking, oh, great. Can hardly wait. So when we go to the CT room, and here we go for my first catheter. So, yeah, in the last like 2 weeks, the modesty completely went away. And like I said, you women out there, now you know what it feels like. Oh, yeah, I do, fortunately. And we get that in, they put the dye in, and I'm thinking we're going to put this catheter in, they're going to go all the way in with it. And I get like 300 pounds of pressure, feels like, in my bladder, or my bladder, and it's just like, this ain't going to be good. Well, they don't really go all the way, so got that done. All right, let's get you in, get the CT done. Did that. Thinking, okay, great, we're done with the CT. Well, let me get off this table, I gotta go to the bathroom. Hang on, we gotta put your markers on, which I'd had markers put on for my back radiation, but it was a little different. This one, when they do it, they also put permanent markers on you. So besides little X's that they make on you with the pens and the little stickers and all that stuff, we get that done. I'm thinking, okay, I got my markers on. Hang on, we gotta tattoo you. Okay. I says, girls, I was in the Navy 7 years and I never got a tattoo yet. Well, you're getting them today. So you get 3 little tiny, maybe not even 1/8 of an inch X's put on you for permanent markers. So if you ever have to go back or whatever, they've got a permanent mark on you where you should be lining up close anyway. So we get that done, and I finally get to go to the bathroom. So that was the CT thing. I'm thinking, this is just getting more fun all the time. So now we get ready for finally going in for radiation. And I had scheduled 20 days, so 4 weeks, 5 days a week. Come in, get radiated. And first day in, come in, I get greeted by, hugs and stuff from the therapists. They're always like this. They're like a family for everybody. And they go in, start going in and say, oh, we got new music, thing in here for you while you're laying there. So you get to choose whatever music you want. So I don't know if they take bets on this ahead of time or what, but I'm like, country and classic rock. I forget which one of the gals it was, but like, I told you so. So when I'm in there, I get to listen to country and classic rock. And laying in the machine, right above where you're laying and you're looking up, they always tape a joke sheet up there. It's got like 6 different jokes on it or whatever. And they'll rotate through different ones and stuff. So you always got something new to look at, and just to kind of relax you, I guess. So we've gone through and we've done, all these treatments, the 20 treatments. And before we get to the last, let me hold off on it for a second. Because partway through this, I met with my MP, and I asked her some stuff about, what's future going to do? Where am I going here? And she goes, well, the Zytiga Firmagon, she goes, you'll probably be on that like 2 years. And then we'll switch you over and you'll go on to an immunotherapy called Provenja. And then at some point after that, there's a thing called Xofiga, which is a radium-223 shot you get once a month for 6 months. That go directly out to the bones to work on the cancer. So I'm sitting there thinking, we get done talking, and I'm like, man, this is years of stuff going on. This stage of prostate cancer is not curable. It's treatable. So every treatment you get prolongs your life so much, depending on how well that works with you. So you just kind of keep going, treatment. And so during this thought process, I'm thinking, man, this is going to be a long time here. I need to do something, set a goal, do something that kind of matches the fact that, I'm going to be dealing with this for a long time. So that's when I came up with a crazy idea of running the next 5K for the 0 run walk. Never run a 5K in my life, never run over 2.25 miles in my life. That was in boot camp. So 38 years prior to this. And thought, what the hell? I'm at that time 58, out of shape. Don't like running. Never been a runner. So what the hell? What the 5K should be nothing, right? Well, as you'll find out in the next part 3, yeah, nothing to it. Yeah, well, that didn't happen that way. We'll get to that when part 3 comes up. So anyway, I did that kind of in the middle of doing radiation. So our next run was supposed to be May 30th of this year, of 2020. So that was my goal, to be able to run the 5K by May 30th, which is just coming up this coming weekend. So we'll go back into the radiation part. So we go through, we finally get to 20 days of radiation, which is October 30th, day before Halloween, and go in, do the normal thing, go in, get in the machine and look up, and they got a whole different sheet I've never seen before up on it. It's all congratulations and, oh, you're the best, and all this inspirational stuff on it. It's really kind of neat. Like, oh, come on, girls, you make me emotional here. So we do start the radiation up, the music starts up, and I'm going, this is not country, this is not classic rock. Well, it was Celebrate by Kool and the Gang, which was really kind of cool for the last day. So they do these little things for you. Most people are like, oh, what does that mean? It means a hell of a lot when you're the person you're getting taken care of. So they go all that, and they get done, and they come in, and usually it's one or two of them come in. Well, all three of them come in and get you up off the table, get you all kinds of stuff. You get a certificate of completion of your radiation, which I still have sitting there. I'm actually going to frame it and put it up because it was something to complete. And hugs and, prostate cancer, magnetic things to put on the refrigerator, and t-shirt. And so that's my other family. I always try to get in to see them. I come up, get my shot stuff, see if I can sneak in the radiation and see the girls. So that gets us past all the days of radiation. And side effects weren't too bad. He started coming in the last week, the fourth week, he started getting side effects. Fatigue, number one. And to go on a drug for getting your urine flow back open again. You have problems with that because all the swelling and everything that happens, and you have a few other uncomfortable side effects, but fatigue just starts knocking you right in the butt. So, and I'm still working, this whole time, and I'm finding out that all of a sudden I got to stop middle of the morning, middle of the afternoon. I had time to take 2 naps a day. I'm in bed 10 hours a day, and I'm still taking naps. I feel like I'm a 3-month-old or something. But yeah, so fatigue is really bad, and it took me all of November, so another month, a little bit into December, to really get over the fatigue and all the other things, a couple other things that happened with you on that I won't go over. But so that kind of gets me through all the things with that. A couple other little things, and we'll get this one wrapped up. One thing that does happen on this stage of cancer that I'm in is they won't give me a diagnosis for this because everything changes so fast. There's new drugs coming out all the time. The stuff you're on is fairly new, and nobody really knows what's going to go with it. But everything's trying to extend out. Well, when you read through different things on this, you find out you're in a 30% 5-year survival rate with this stage, where if you caught it early, you'd be at 99% 5-year survival. That weighs on you a little bit, but you just kind of keep going with it. Okay, maybe touch on that a little bit on the next one. So we're going to end this video. Thanks for watching. Be back again, hopefully in another week or so. We'll put in part 3, and we'll take it from there. We'll see you next time. Thanks.